Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another reading vlog with moi. This week I have quite a few things planned because I have the next week off, lucky me. And so I have a few books that we're going to talk about, a few art projects that we're going to do later on, and we might even go on vacation? Question mark? Who knows? Then the next book that I just started this morning because I was in a thriller mood is Their Vicious Games by Joelle Wellington. And bear with me because this one I feel like is going to be a little bit of a complicated premise. So this one we have Adina. She just graduated school, high school, and she went to this preparatory school, very, very high-end type of high school. She went there all of her years because I think her mom is a teacher there. And the end of senior year, like sometime during senior year, she ends up getting in a fight with some other girl, I think, and that puts her on a blacklist for like all the Ivy schools, and she really wants to, I don't know what school she wants to get into, maybe Harvard or something, because they keep talking about Harvard. But since she's on the blacklist, she can't get in to that school. So the only thing that she can do is try to gain entry into what's called the Finish. And it's like this survival contest competition type of thing that the founding family of the school puts on every year, and they have to be like invited to it because only 12 girls get accepted, which I think it's interesting that it's 12 girls. If you win the contest, you don't necessarily get money, but you get like the privilege and power that come with being known in connection with the founding family of this school. And so I just got to the part, our main character Adina, she gets accepted into this contest. And things are starting to get suspicious. That's about how far I am. I think I'm about like this far into it, so not super far. But it's really giving Ace of Spades, which I have right here. Ace of Spades. It's also giving, what's that book called? The Inheritance Games. How there's like all those brothers, and the one girl kind of has to, not that she has to pick one, but she kind of has to pick one. Because there's two brothers in the family, and she's like trying to get with the one, and the older one isn't as cool as the younger one, but I'm sure the older one is going to be the one that's in connection with her somehow. And then it's also reminding me of maybe 9 Perfect Strangers. It's the book from the lady who wrote Big Little Lies, and she had that show, and it's reminding me of that because in that show there's like a cult leader. She seems like a cult leader to me. I don't know. She's like the leader of this group, and she's putting on like a retreat for them. And in this book, she calls herself a game mistress or something, like takes away all their cell phones and is like, oh, and I'm a licensed psychologist or psychiatrist or something if anybody needs to talk to me during the whole thing, if you get overwhelmed, blah blah blah. It's really reminding me of the lady in that book. So lots of different things going on. And I love this cover, by the way. Look at that. She's a cutie. But yeah, those are the 2 books that I have for this week. And if I pick up anything else, I'll let you know, of course. But yeah, I think I'm just going to spend a good chunk of today cleaning and then relaxing because it's about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. It's about 1 o'clock right now. So just gonna clean up some and listen to my book. so far. It looks pretty good, pretty good. And then I noticed that I like flicked paint right there, and then I noticed paint on my hand, and then I noticed I have a white shirt on and I never paint, so maybe I should go change quick. Guys, so I just woke up. I stayed up a little too late last night playing Minecraft and listening to their Vicious Games, and I wasn't super paying attention to the time or anything. I just was vibing because my Minecraft world that I've been playing on, that I like showed a clip of in the last video, my computer froze while I was playing it, and so I had to I had to like force shut off my computer, and because of that, the files all got corrupted, and so I don't know, I'm holding this up, so the files got corrupted, and I had to start a new world, which is like, if any of you have played Minecraft, you know that like the joy of starting a new world, but also the like, we gotta start all over again. We don't have anything. We don't have any supplies or armor or enchanting table. And the thing is, in my other world, I had literally just found the end portal. Like, I played to the point I had all my eyes. I got there, I put all the eyes in the portal, and I was going back home to go get my supplies so that I could go fight the Ender Dragon. And the game got corrupted, but it's fine. So started a new world, and they're Vicious Games. I am about 57% of the way through or something like that. It's not as exciting as I would like, to be quite honest with you. Like right now, it's probably like a 3.5. I think it's fine. It is really giving off the Inheritance Games vibes with the brothers. Because, spoiler alert, she has kissed both of them now. And that's about it. People have died. There was like, the first thing we had to do like a horse riding competition, and one girl had a gun or something. I don't know. It's so many pieces of literature, like all put together. The Inheritance Games, Ace of Spades, what was the other thing? The Most Deadly Game, if any of you had to read that short story for school, or I guess if you read short stories in general. But yeah, those are the vibes that this is giving off. So like earlier in the book, when she first gets there, the head mistress or game mistress lady like threatens Adina's family, because she's like, oh, if you're gonna run away, I know where you live, basically, and like, I know who's important to you, all this stuff. But she got to talk to her parents on the phone, and she like sent them a mess, or like was like, send my friend this specific message, to see if her friend would like get the hint that something was off in this place. I don't know, I wanted like more, I guess the game aspect is kind of fun, but I want it more like twister thriller. I think I want maybe more like adult than YA, which is pretty usual for me, I guess. I don't know, it's just very meh right now. It's fine. It's fine. It's not bad. It's just not, it's not mind-blowing. It's just average, in my opinion, right now. So, and then look at how cute this is. I mean, don't look too close, because it's the first one I ever had to make, but it's pretty, it turned out pretty cute. Also, you could tell like the blocks are not, they're not all exactly the same size, but I don't care that much. This is a bad. But yeah, super cute. And Cam is taking Pippa to the vet and getting some groceries right now, so I can relax at home, which is very nice. So I think, get back to you guys probably when I finish the book at this point. All right, time for an update. I finished Their Vicious Games, and it was 3.5 stars. I don't know, I feel like it wasn't, I mean, it didn't really like say anything crazy. I didn't think it was super thrilling. Like I said in my last clip, I just think it was kind of average. If you are looking for like a Hunger Games-esque vibe, or you know, actually, I don't even know if I would super recommend. I think it was fine. I keep comparing this to other books, but this book is basically just a mixture of the Hunger Games, the Inheritance Games, Ace of Spades, The Most Deadly Game. Those 4 all together is basically what this was. I think personally the end was, for the most part, predictable. Yeah, kind of disappointing first read of the vlog, but depending on what I pull out of my cup, I thought that might be fun. As long as my two stipulations, it has to be an audiobook on Scribd or Libby that I could get now. Well, those are two. The two. It has to be an audiobook, and I have to be able to get it now, because I don't want to have to physically, I don't want to be forced to physically read a book for this video and then not finish it by the time I'm done with the vlog, if that makes sense. So I have, this thing is like filled to the top. And also I'm not very good about using it. So sometimes I'll just pull one out and I've already read it. So we'll see. I have one right here. This one. Green means, oh, there's 2. Maybe we could check both. Green means it's not a romance and it's not a thriller, because those are the only other 2 colors that get one. Oh, at first I thought I was getting Their Vicious Games, but we got This Vicious Grace. I thought we were getting Their Vicious Games, but it's This Vicious Grace. Let's see what this other one is, just for fun. Sometimes it's fun just to open them. I actually read them. And Dress Codes for Small Towns. I already know this one does not have an audiobook, so she's going back in the cup. And let me see, let me get This Vicious Grace quick. So this is what the cover looks like. This came out last year, and I must have got it for a buy one get one 50% off, and it was part of the Barnes & Noble YA book club, but I don't super remember what this is about. Oh, pretty, and pages. Pretty. Is anything on the front? Oh, she's cute. Let's see. 3 weddings, 3 funerals. Alisa's gift from the gods is supposed to magnify a partner's magic, not kill every suitor she touches. Now, with only weeks left until a hungry swarm of demons devours everything on her island home, Alisa is running out of time to find a partner and stop the invasion. When a powerful priest convinces the faithful that killing Alisa is the island's only hope, her own soldiers try to assassinate her. Desperate to survive, Alisa hires Dante, a cynical outcast marked as a killer, to become her personal bodyguard. As a rebellion explodes outside the gates, Dante's dark secrets may be the biggest betrayal. He holds the key to her survival and her heart, but is he the one person that can help her master her gift or destroy her once and for all? It sounds very YA. Nothing wrong with that. I say it sounds very YA. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this book. I guess I should make sure that I can even find it on one of my audio apps. But yeah, maybe I'll start that and then I'll get back to you, do another update. Good morning, everyone. So, as you can see, I actually did my makeup and got kind of cute today. I have a few errands I need to run. One of them being I need to print shipping labels to send a couple Pango books. And then today's Tuesday, and we all know what Tuesday means, new books being released. So I also want to go to Barnes & Noble. And then after that, I think I'm gonna relax with a nice Minecraft. The obsession is back at the moment. I wanted to update on the books that I'm reading because this Vicious Grace, sorry girly, I'm gonna have to DNF this. It's just not for me. It's YA fantasy about this girl who has gotten married 3 times and killed them 3 times. She has like this special power, but she can only use the power if someone helps her use the power. It has to be like her soulmate. It doesn't have to be like her husband's soulmate, but it has to be like a soulmate, you know, it could be a best friend. And I got to like chapter 8 or 9. I have no idea how far I got into this, quite honestly, but I was listening to it and I just said, you know, I know that this is not for me. I got about we'll say chapter 9, 66 pages in. I got this far in. And I just know that it's not gonna be a hit and I don't want to waste my time. Especially, I just don't want to waste my time. And so, since I knew this one wasn't going to be a hit, what did I pick up instead, you may ask? A Dangerous collaboration by Deanna Raybourn in the Veronica Speedwell series. If you are not familiar with this series, it follows Veronica Speedwell, who it's set in the 1800s, I think. Let me double check. 1888, to be exact. So it's a historical fiction mystery series. Historical fiction isn't always my thing, but mystery is. And this series, let me tell you, is so good. So Veronica Speedwell, she is our main character. She is like under, like her parents, she's an orphan, allegedly, if you've read the first book. And then her like aunts were taking care of her, and then her aunts died. And then in the beginning of the first book, this guy comes and tries to kill her, but then Stoker, swoon, saves her. So the series follows the 2 of them on different like mystery detective work type things. And in this one, so I'm 4 chapters in, so who knows how many pages that actually is. But in this one, Stoker's brother, I don't know tricks is the right word, but talks Veronica into coming with him to see an old friend because the old friend has a very rare butterfly. And Veronica Speedwell is a lepidopterist. I don't know how you say that word. But she's like super into butterflies and like the study of butterflies and catching them and all that. And so he has this rare larva. I don't know how to say that word either. He has the eggs of the rare butterfly, and they're like, oh, come to our island and we'll give them to you. They're like the only ones that are left alive. And she's like, of course I'm gonna go. So the 2 of them travel to this island house, and Stoker tags along, even though they're like, I thought you weren't coming with, where are you going? But okay, here's another thing about this series. Veronica and Stoker are meant to be together, okay? That's simply how it's supposed to be. And the 2 of them have a very, very slow burn, sarcastic type love affair. Not much has happened yet, I'll tell you that. But I'm a little more than this far into it right now. And we just found out that the guy that we're visiting, he had a gal that he was supposed to get married to 3 years ago, and on the night of their or the day of their wedding, or the night before their wedding or something, she disappeared. We don't know what happened. And so of course, Veronica is gonna figure it out. And probably Stoker too. So yeah, I decided to pick that up instead. I really wanted like a thriller, a mystery thriller type of book. And so I was just looking at my bookshelves, and that was one of the only ones that, because I don't really buy mystery thrillers, because once you read it, then you kind of already know. So especially if I buy a thriller, probably gonna get rid of it right after I read it, unless it was like 5 out of 5 stars. Like, speak of the devil, 0 Days by Ruth Ware. I'll keep her. She was pretty good. But yeah, so I guess you guys could tag along with me as we go run some errands today. What do you think about that, Pippi? She's just trying to eat her bone. She does not give a crap. So I'm back from my errands and the mall, and so there were 4 books that I was going to look for. 3 of them, well, I guess all of them came out today. You would have seen in the clip the mother-daughter murder night, or whatever it's called. I was gonna get that for me and my mom, but it cost $30. Okay, no book should really be costing $30, to be quite honest with you, especially like a mystery thriller. Okay, so I didn't pick that up. And then I also was looking for Suddenly a Murder, didn't have it, and You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, or is that I Wouldn't Die First. Those 2 books are very similar in my head for some reason. I Wouldn't Die First is the one that came out today. And they didn't have that one either. But what they did have is This Winter by Alice Oseman, a Heartstopper novella. I thought that I had already read this, but I guess I haven't. I checked Goodreads and I haven't read it yet. It's very short and has cute little pictures of them. But don't get it twisted, it is an actual book. So before any of you Heartstopper she's, theys, and gays get too excited. It's a real book. So I picked that up. Pippa, do you mind? She doesn't mind. Surprisingly to me, they also had Cold Clay, which is the second Shady Hollow series book in the series. I've already read this. I read this 2 months ago now. July or August? July. And I didn't have a copy, so I picked that up. And then I also just saw sitting on an end cap Sheets by Brenna Thumler. Meg, what's her name? I'll pop her up there. Oh my god, I can't remember what her name is, but she is one of my favorite booktubers next to Kayla and Katie. But she always talks about how good this is. This is a graphic novel. And it's also a like children's graphic novel, which I didn't know. It's about Marjorie, who's 13 years old and running her family laundromat while trying to survive middle school. And then there's like a ghost. Wendell, he's a ghost. And he actually like has a little sheet over him and looks like a ghost, at least from my understanding. But yeah, I think this will be a fun read to do in the fall, since tis the season. And then I went to Bath and Body Works and just picked up some soaps. But then right before I left, I went to Hot Topic and I got some cutie things. Look at this. some Cinnamon Roll socks. Those are pretty cute. And the rest of these are little surprise baggies. So, Pippa, knock it off. So we will, Pippa, stop. We'll open them on camera. This first one, oh my God. That smells really bad. Pippa, stop. This smells like paint or something of the sort, but it's supposed to be like all of them sleeping. So let's see who I got because it's on clearance. Oh, everything that I've pulled out. I always pull out and I never pull out an Anya, but she looks so cute. Oh, I can't. Look at, she's so cute. I also, where was I? Cam and I went somewhere and they also had a Spy Family little surprise grab bag, and I got in that one too. Next, this one is supposed to be like well, it's soft. I could feel it through the thing, but it's just any of the little characters. Cute. Ooh, let's see. I love these little things. Oh, this is not what I thought the thing would look like, but that's really cute. I got Anya with some peanuts, and in the back is peanuts. This is not at all what I thought this bag would be. Oh, I think I got the mystery one. Oh, look for a Hot Topic exclusive plush. Well, that's what I got. Well, I guess that's cute. We have 2 more things. The next 2 are Hello Kitty related. I'll open this one next. So this one is a Hello Kitty and Friends bag clip. These are the options. And who did we get? Oh, he's so cutie. It's Cinnamon Roll. The girl at Hot Topic is a good guesser because she felt up my bag and she said it's either My Melody or Cinnamon Roll. She must have felt the ears. I am so bad at guessing, but he's so handsome and he can sit next to this little My Melody that I got. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on to the final box that I have here. This doesn't open very nicely, but okay, these are the characters. There's not one that I want really more than the other one. The Hello Kitty's cute, Keroppi's cute. Yeah, I think they're all pretty cute. Oh, she's wrapped up in a little box. Oh, did it come with a sticker or what is that? Oh, it comes with stickers. That's pretty cute. And then oh, this one smells really bad too. He's cute. He's not a favorite, but he is super cute. What's his name even? I don't know what his name is. Tuxedo Sam. Pretty cute. My friend and I decided that she decided that flights were too expensive. So instead we're gonna hang out this week. And tomorrow we're probably gonna go to Mall of America. So that's pretty fun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hang out and chill the rest of the day. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. You guys, this series is so good. I am 60% of the way through, and let me tell you, okay, spoilers, not really spoilers, I guess. So I'm literally like blushing and kicking my feet. It's so cute. So somehow they're talking about some medical bills that came up, and Stoker was like, what was that about? And she's like, it was for a friend. And he was like, well, yeah, I know it was a friend. I know you're not having a baby, but if you were having a baby. And she was like, well, I wouldn't have a child. And he was like, well, you know what, and she was like, well, what if I was having a child? And he goes, oh, I would marry you and I would help you name it and I would help you raise it. And she's like, yeah, but I would never get married. And he was like, yeah, I would never get married too. And then he's like, you know, just because we're not getting married doesn't mean we can't do other things married people do. Stoker, what does that mean? What does that mean? And then he caresses her neck and ear and kisses her. You guys, it's so good. I did not think that I would be a slow burn girly, but I love them. I love them. They're so cute. Hi guys, welcome back. Well, you guys have probably already been here, but welcome back for me. I finished, sorry about this glare, just pretend that's not there. I finished A Dangerous Collaboration by Deanna Raybourn, and I'm giving it 5 stars. 4.5, 4.75, round up to a 5. This was so good. I loved the mystery aspect of this one. Really got me excited for book 5 and excited for Veronica and Stoker to get together. And that's it. Like I said, mystery of this, very good. The plot is like the bride went missing 3 years ago and we're trying to figure out, did she run away? Was she killed? What happened to her? So that was good. And Veronica and Stoker, slow burn. Lovers, I love them. Okay, I have a bone to pick. Excuse how I look, but why does Scribd have to do me so dirty? Last night, I spent way longer than I should have looking for a book to read. I like to go to Scribd for lots of different things, but I specifically, I think they have a lot of good like thrillers, unless you've run out of your credit. That's not even like the right word, but unless you've run out of your credit for the month, and then they're like, oh, you can't read any of these books until your next credit, but you can read these crappy books we have. That's not nice. I shouldn't say crappy books, but if any of you have Scribd, you know what I'm talking about. You read like one new release and all of a sudden you can't read any of the other books that you have saved. So last night I spent so much time trying to find a book. Finally, I found one on Libby that I actually own, because I'm trying to read through the books I own. So the book I started last night is How to Survive Your Murder by Danielle Valentine, which it's pretty good, honestly. I'll tell you what this is about first, actually. So, How to Survive Your Murder is about this girl named Alice. Last Halloween, her sister was murdered right in front of her. She watched this man stab the sister. And now we are a year later. It's about to be the anniversary of her sister's death, and she has a lot of people against her. Her ex-best friends even started a podcast, and they talked about her sister's case on the podcast and kind of sent out some information saying that like it might not have been the guy that Alice is claiming she saw kill her sister. And there's also, I think, like a fun Groundhog's Day thing that's gonna happen in here. I'm like 25% of the way, I think, and she just got sent back to last year around Halloween, and her sister's still alive, and she is very confused by that. I have another book here because it is very similar to My Heart is a Chainsaw, which even the covers are kind of the same. But in My Heart is a Chainsaw, this is an adult book, this is a YA book, just so you all know. Jade, the main character in this book, makes a lot of references to like horror movies and different final girls and how the movie ends and all that stuff. And so does this book, very, very similarly enough. The main character is like really obsessed with horror movies, and it's like her only coping mechanism now that her sister has died, so she just rewatches like every horror movie that she's ever seen, and she's seen them all like multiple times. Yeah, so far this is pretty good. I'm trying to think. I know the cat ears came into play, this knife came into play. I'm trying to think if this lip lipstick. This Kylie lip kit, because look at that. See that? Definitely supposed to be a Kylie lip kit lipstick. Trying to think if that has come into play yet in the book, but so far it's a really fun, good, spooky read. Okay guys, so I finished How to Survive Your Murder by Danielle Valentine, and this was so good. I'm gonna give it, I think, a 4.5 star. I thought it was super fun. Okay, so I have to say that it's not like a Groundhog's Day quite like I thought. It's just her going back in time to like change what happened. And the twist in this, excuse you, Pippa. The twist in this I thought was super fun. I do want to give a few spoilers because I want to talk about it for a minute. I do think you should read it still. But like most of the book, I personally was thinking like, oh, it's, and then finally like 75% of the way through, the clues start looking like it's is the real killer. So wrong. We were so wrong. I won't spoil who the actual killer is, but I was very surprised. Especially for a YA, I thought it was really good. And like I said, very similar to My Heart is a Chainsaw with the like horror movie references. So if you liked that book, I'm sure you would like this one. Or if you've read this one yet and you haven't read My Heart is a Chainsaw and you're looking for more of an adult horror, the recommendation goes both ways. Yeah, haven't heard really anybody talk about this book yet. I think it maybe just came out. I'm not too sure. Oh no, it came out last year, but I don't think I've seen anybody talk about this. So if you needed a YA horror rec, or YA, yeah, I think that was pretty good. Hey guys, so it's been a few days. I've actually filmed a couple other videos since the one that you just watched, but I never filmed an outro. So quickly to wrap up, we read They're Vicious Games, 3.5 stars. I don't know if I would super recommend. Maybe if you haven't read a lot of YA thrillers you would enjoy. Then I picked up this Vicious Grace. DNF'd this. YA fantasy, not for me. Personally, most fantasy, unless it's middle grade, not for me. Then we picked up A Dangerous Collaboration, 4th book in the Veronica Speedwell series. I would highly recommend this one. 5 out of 5 stars. If you haven't read this series yet, I would definitely pick it up. I think it's so funny and cute and the mysteries are good. I just highly recommend. Also, if you guys like the Veronica Speedwell series, you should watch my next video that's coming out soon. And then the last book that I read for this vlog is How to Survive Your Murder, which was a 4.5 star read. Also a super good YA horror. If you are looking for a horror or a YA horror, I would highly recommend this one. I think it was really good. I think the twist at the end of this was super good. So there are all of the books that I read for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's a bit of a long one, but thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do down there. Over and out.